Okay. Um, yeah, I think this is in sync. So, I'm redoing the ADA building from Bungou Stray Dogs that I did in Sims 4. It's not as easy to do the outside wall trim, but it's more important that you have creative style, which Sims 4 does not have. So, yeah, I'm doing the outside right now. Uh, yeah, this house, I'm trying to put it on the exchange, but I'm having that problem where you can log into the site but not the launcher. So I don't know. I'm trying to fix that, but nothing's really working. So yeah, the roof now. We can't do curved roofs in 3. Uh, so I just did my best to imply the curve and like keep the same shape. So yeah, I figure out the wall trim in a minute. I only do the wall trim on the front because it is a lot of small objects, and I don't want to waste the rendering on objects that don't need to be there. So yeah, I'm doing the windows now. Yeah, one thing that Sims 4 really has above, I mean, one thing that Sims 3 really has above Sims 4 is that you can make the sides of the window different colors, which makes it a lot easier for me because the windows are red on the inside, and that was pretty hard to figure out with Sims 4. So now I'm trying to figure out the window right here. The other one would have been perfect, but it wouldn't. It doesn't fit on that number of tiles. So yeah. Okay, let's see. So yeah. On the other one, I put BSD music on the other video, listed in the description, since it's a building from BSD. I knew it was gonna get a claim, like that's fine, I agree that it should be there, and like, it's not a strike, but it still makes me kinda nervous, so I'm gonna just talk for this one. So yeah, I finally figure out how to do the outside trim. Yeah. Yeah, the large trim I don't put on the top because I already used that as the raised balcony. So then that wouldn't look right if I used it for the edges. So I just keep on the top with the small trim. So yeah, I'm doing that right now. Yeah, like I said, it is a lot of small objects, so I don't want to do more than I have to and like overwhelm the game or something. Okay, let's see. Yeah, creative style is pretty important when you're replicating an existing building. Oh, here we go. I love this part. The columns that I fucking love this, where in this game you can actually make them look like the wall, so it juts out and it looks fucking beautiful, dude. It's ridiculous. Look at that shit. Yeah, you see that on the interior too, which is, yeah, okay, here I'm trying to do with the bushes. They don't spread out enough, so I take away the trim there. Uh, yeah, right now I'm doing the cafe. Let's see. Yeah, the curtains there. It's pretty much exactly the curtains from Sims 2 with like the A shape, but you don't have that in this game, and so I tried to make it as close as possible. And like with the stained glass and the down here, it's like a yellow and blue honeycomb kind of pattern on the divider. We obviously don't have that picture or that pattern in the game, so I eventually put a couple paintings there, and that looks close enough. For the cafe, the reference I used was that scene with Lucy and the scene in episode 3, I think. No, wait. Was it? Fuck. I think it. Actually, I think it was episode 6, where, with the Azure King, and they were talking to that lady in the cafe. Yeah, so I'm doing the floor now, and we don't have the exact pattern, which is to be expected, but I try to get it as close as possible. I go back and change this in a minute, I think. Okay, yeah, here. This is the one that I go with. Yeah, it's a very poorly lit cafe. Uh, so yeah, I use the barrier things as the backs of the chairs. So there we go. And I'm doing the wall now. Yeah, I moved this to the middle. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm trying to remember like what order I did things in. But yeah, I changed the chairs. They don't seem to have one of those jacket hanger things. Fuck, what are they called? You know what I mean. So I use the broom stand from Supernatural. Alright, and right here I'm trying to do the wall jut things. So yeah, the interior columns are a different one because with the straight up and down, you can't get the two different colors on it. So I use a different one, which is less accurate in shape but more in color. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, I also noticed that there's a record player thing over there in one shot in the background. I didn't rewatch like the whole thing, like the whole fucking anime, just a couple episodes. So if anything is more accurately shown in an episode that I didn't check, then I guess whatever. I'm not doing this again. Yeah, one thing I do like about The Sims 4 though is that you can resize things. I was having a lot of trouble with the paintings over there because the ratio of shape wouldn't fit with the size of the object. Like, it's too big, so I just used a different one. And yeah, you don't see the bathroom, but like it would have one, so I try to make it fit with the mood of the rest of the building. Alright, so now I'm doing the office, and I'm trying to... It's really hard to make the space feel correct with the desks, because that one desk there lines up with the window, and the other desks line up with it, but then you end up with this big empty space on the side there, which, like, it seems more of a filled space in the anime. Like, the room feels a little bit smaller, and, like, that could just be, like, camera perspective, but I think that's because of the diagonal wall there. So the room is actually bigger than it would be, since in real life you can put 3 windows closer to each other than you can in here. So it would be a smaller space. So yeah. Also, they have a lot of red furniture, which is... I really like the creative style with that. In Sims 4, I tried to make it as close as I could, but, like, that's... You can't really do much about it. You can put more... There is more, like, office-type clutter in Sims 4, which is good. I like that. I'm trying to make the sitting area here. The couch is kind of like a gross brownish green, which, when you actually, like, get the colors together, like, right here I'm trying to do the floor tile. When you actually get the colors together, it does look really nice, but the color by itself is a gross brownish green. Alright, yeah, I'm just making the red a little darker on the doors. God, I fucking love these columns right here, where you can actually make it look like the wall is jutting out, and it looks fucking gorgeous. I remember when I was making the Sims 4 version, I'm thinking, God, this color combination is so fucking ugly. I can't believe how fucking ugly this looks. But when you actually make it the way it's supposed to look, it's fucking gorgeous. You know. Yeah, like, oh, that looks so fucking good. But yeah, I'm trying to put clutter on the desks. And I make it a smaller tile, which looks nicer. Fukuzawa's office, I had noticed that he does have windows behind him that I didn't realize at first, so I put his office in the corner instead of just on one outer wall. Right here, yeah, I'm doing his office, and you don't really have a good object to be like the curly tree thing, so I just kind of I did my best with the columns. Uh, yeah, I make the couches a little more yellow. So right now I'm trying to find something to be a filing cabinet on his desk, and you don't really have that, so what I end up doing is I use the medicine cabinet, which snaps along wall lines, so I had to move the desk a little bit. But yeah, right now I'm doing the little sitting area. I'm not sure what this would be called. They also don't have an equivalent wall scroll, so I use that one right there. Yeah, right now I'm doing the hallway. Yeah, so I changed the color of the couches. Alright, and I make this look like wood for the little ceiling thing. And this is on a community lot, and they apparently don't let you put phones on community lots, which is kind of weird and stupid. So I used the music box to look like a phone. Yeah, so right now is when I put the filing cabinet there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, over here, it's kind of hard to see what's in the corner, but there is a bunch of like random crap, like boxes there. So I put a bunch of boxes there. I mean, like, yeah, right there. Let's see. Yeah, I use that as the wall thingy next to the door. Yeah, and I noticed in one shot that there was a box in front of that window, so... Okay, right here is the meeting room. There's a scene in Dead Apple where Kunikita opens a secret panel and there's a bunch of guns behind it. I can't remember where exactly that was. I think it was in here that like the panel was behind the whiteboard there, but I can't really remember, and I'm having a hard time finding the movie again, so I didn't put the panel in, but like it wouldn't really be its own room anyway. So right now I'm doing the infirmary. Yoshino's office looks fucking gorgeous. I love the desk here, where it's like it's the blonde wood next to the dark red cabinets, and it's so fucking gorgeous. But yeah, that was that drawer there. It's not accurate in terms of the drawers, but it's the height that it needs to be, and that's the only one that was that tall and not the wrong shape. So yeah, her office looks so fucking gorgeous, dude. Okay, yeah, right now, uh, is the operating room. You don't see, you just see darkness and the overhead light, so you don't know what color the walls and floor are, so uh, I just kind of did that myself, you know. I moved these counters to a different room to fill that empty space near the window. But for now, they're in there. And this is okay. So Kunikita opens this door in episode 3, and you see a bunch of computer shit on the walls, and then darkness. So uh, I think this is like an enclosed room and not a hallway to anywhere. But yeah, and I don't remember seeing it in any other episode, but you know, there's 3 seasons, so. So yeah, I'm doing the lights in the hallway now. Yeah, there's this big empty space here, and so right now I'm going to do the dinette and the bathrooms. So I put the bathrooms, you access them through the dinette, and then Fukuzawa has his own private bathroom next to his office. You only see one shot of the dinette, which is looking down on the counter. So when what's her name, the secretary there, breaks the bottle open to get the marble out to get the marble out. But yeah, you can fit less on the counter than in 4, but that's fine, you know. I don't really want to bother with all that, honestly. Yeah, so I put chairs here. I'm doing the bathrooms. I changed the color later to like a blue and yellow. Or I mean, yeah, I changed the color of the stalls and the sink. So yeah, there's the bathrooms, and then here is Fukuzawa's private bathroom. I put the cat plates here eventually. Alright, so now I'm doing the entrance that I think it's episode 4. Either episode 4 or 5. I think it's 4, where Atsushi he freaks out and runs away. And you see him going through this hallway here. So yeah, the tile, it's kind of like an ugly green on the walls, but when you actually make it, it does look pretty nice, you know. Alright. Yeah, I do the stairs here. Yeah, I know that there's a scene where they're in front of the elevator, where the guild members are in front of the elevator, but I don't really remember that, and I'm not really gonna look it up, so. But yeah, There's a couple doors on that wall that would go to, like, different businesses, you know. They're darker than the red doors. And I also change the trim of the elevator to match with what you see in that scene. Alright, yeah, I'm just doing the hallways. Alright, so at this point I think I'm done, and then I decide to do some more detail with, like, the windows where you wouldn't see them anyway. Alright, yeah, so I change the operating room, I make it a little bit bigger, and I move the counters to that empty space. And I also change the whiteboard in the meeting room. Oh yeah, here I am trying to put more clutter on the desks. You can't really find a lot of good office clutter in this game, at least with the... I have most of the packs, but there's not a lot to work with. So yeah, I change the wood here. Alright, change the tables. Alright, here's where I fix the bathrooms. I think it looks a lot nicer with, like, the lighter off-white kind of stalls. Alright. Yeah, there's a plant there. Yeah, right here I'm just doing the desks. You can tell which one is Dazai's because it's a fucking mess. Alright, yeah, I changed the color on the cabinets. Okay, yeah, here is where I put the cat plates. I would put one across from the toilet, but I feel like Fukuzawa wouldn't put a picture of a cat in the same room that he shits. So, I mean, even if it did mean that he could look at a cat while he's sitting and shitting. So yeah, here's the storage room, because there was empty space there. Alright, so here, what am I doing now? What am I doing? Alright, yeah, I'm putting wallpaper on all the empty space. Alright, I added the wall in Dinette a little bit. Alright, now here I am changing the operating room and moving the counters. Yeah, a lot of this is just me figuring out what to do. So yeah, I put the restraints on on the table there. Yeah, here I am making the shape a little more accurate on the bottom. Alright. Yeah, let's see. Okay, here is... So I had remembered that scene after Dazai gets shot where he's in the hospital. So I was all like, oh shit, I just remembered that the infirmary does have windows. So I tried to replicate Dazai's hospital room, and then I realized later that, okay, I thought it froze for a second. Yeah, I was just looking at reference pictures, and that's why I wasn't doing anything. So yeah, I'm trying to replicate his hospital room, and I make a pretty good approximation of an IV, but then I remember, oh shit, that was a different building. So that was kind of annoying. Because the window is different, and in the point in the story where Dazai is here, it wouldn't make any sense for him to be in the agency building. So I'm all like, wait a minute, oh shit, I'm an idiot. And then I change it back to, I think it's empty space. I don't think I put anything there, because I already liked where I relocated the bathrooms to. Yeah. So yeah, I remembered, oh wait, that's a different building.